first. Maybe I should go into Twitch to be like, hey guys, I'm live. I don't need to hear myself 4 times. Video producer, stream manager, edit stream info. Okay, we're playing triangle strategy. Oops. There it is. Okay. I am doing what I usually do when I go live so early. I am reaching out to my family and friends to be like, hey guys, I'm currently live, and hopefully you know about it, but you might not. First we're gonna do Facebook. I'm live playing Triangle Strategy. Then, once it's been shared there you go, shared to Facebook. Then we shall share it to my dad. It would be like, hey, Dad, it live, and then I'll share it to my friends. Be like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm live. Also, I'll share it to my friend Kim. Maybe she'll be like, oh. Okay. Hello to the people who have currently joined me. The screen went dark. I am going to be playing more Triangle Strategy. I kind of forgot where we ended off last time, but that's fine. You're probably here. Music is glorious. Yeah, tell me at any time if you guys can hear, if you guys can't hear me or the music, just let me know. Okay, so I think I make go. Sometimes it's glued to it, and it's like, nope, you can't leave, and you're like, but I want to leave. It's like, nope. Sarah Noah decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost or the holy state of Hyzanth. Yes, I remember. And so we can either get closer to our enemies or be closer to potential allies. The people who hate us or the people who kind of like us. That is our decision to make. And I have had weeks to stir on this. I keep meaning to play this game, but I honestly do not play my Switch as much as I would like to. It's much easier to pull up my phone and to watch like a 5-minute YouTube video than it is to like play a Switch for 5 minutes. Just really sad. Just considering the Switch isn't that hard to pull out, instantly play. But I never know how I'm feeling with what I'm gonna play.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why.
Okay.
State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolffort. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He's taking this seriously.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolfort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
This is one of those things where it's kind of like, girl, you either go with the boy or you don't. You know, you can't be like, well,
You may stay
maybe.
ashore if you wish, Huet.
He's giving her an ultimatum. I really need to come up with like a picture for my Twitch.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Yeah, that's right, girly.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There's exactly 1 coin for each of us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 8. I mean, 8 does split. You cannot put 8 into 3. Tried, doesn't work. So, I mean, you could potentially split 3 and 3 too, and then split the last 2 into 1 and 1, 4. Great. Honestly, it'd be great if you had like 11. 11's a good number because then you have 5, 4, and then 2. You can't have like you could have 3, 3, which is 9, or 4, 4, 3, which is 11. So you'd be in the same situation. But you know, just confusing it more.
Seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
Or maybe it was Square Enix.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? 1 coin, 1 vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
I mean, what is the third choice? It seems like there's only 2 options. Okay, Icefrost or Hyzant? Would that we had the time to visit both? Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As a player, you'll be bound to the decision of the majority. Ooh. Okay, before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Cyrano's convictions will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. Yeah, like we did the other time. Yeah, okay. Alright, so travel to the Grand Duchy of Acefrost. Travel to the holy state of Hyzant. So I can talk to Benedict, my future wife, or her teacher thing. I can examine this. I can go down here. I can run away. I can be like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I can just leave everything in general. Just be like, nope. Yeah, get used to this. This is not the only time we're gonna see this location. This will be a future battlefield. I don't know why talking to you two makes me feel so nervous. Okay, and then you have Roland and the other guys. So they want to travel to Acefrost, Hyzant. I would like to travel to Hyzant, to be perfectly honest. So I think I need to talk to you.
Serenoa.
Aesar soldiers feel among the strongest all in Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I'm going to judge them for myself. Hyzant has its charms as well, I'm sure. What about it appeals to you, my lord? Ah! Cool, we get this one. Because I talk to people. Okay, so I wish to see how their touted equality works in practice. For now, it is only words to me. Nah. I would like to visit the source. There's nothing else like it in the world. It is said that the skill of mages is unquelled. Wouldn't you like to test your skill against such warriors? Ooh, I like that. That might convince her. I have heard what magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarce imagine what a true master could do. I should like to try my hand against one in mock combat, if able. My bow against their spells. Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzant. Okay, she's deep in thought. Cool. Alright, neat. Okay, so we need, I think we need
Lord
you.
Serenoa.
A-stars or Hyzant makes no difference to me where you should go. I should wish to follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. I would like to visit the holy state of Hyzant. They say Hyzant is the nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? I love that I can get the third option. I hear everyone is treated as equals. I like to truth through that claim. No. I wish to see what miracles are performed at the ministry and learn what kind of magic medicine enables them.
Indeed.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. I see. I hear that the feats performed there beggar belief. Any knowledge we could gain would surely come in handy during times of need. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzant. So she's still leaving, I thought. So I don't really need to talk to Benedict. I'll talk. If I talk to him, Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine said beacon of progress with medicine and magic. I believe we could benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. No, I'm good. Yeah. And then my wife, or future wife, I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How she spent her youth, I would very much like to see. Well, nope. Okay, the teacher?
Lord Serenoa, hello.
Until now, Frederica's position has offered her a few chances to visit Hyzant. Deepening your relationships with the Holy State will doubtless be beneficial to you as well. Why not use this opportunity to let Frederica realize a long-held wish in the meantime? Yeah, that's fine. And then Roland. Doubtless Aesfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Well, I would like to see Hyzant. What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzant? Because I've seen the future. I just have a feeling the salt from the source made them prosperous. I would be interested in seeing how that wealth manifests itself. I'd be fascinated to see a society where everyone is truly equal. I mean, that's true.
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzant is a country without kings or nobles. 'Tis hard to imagine. But why imagine when we could see it with our own eyes? An interesting proposal. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You've given me much to consider, friend. Okay. And I just need to talk to you or the last one.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzant holds much appeal to me. Sorely and Exarm are too clever to have. I'm sure the people of Aesfrost will give warm reception even if their weather won't. Well, I visit this one. Ah, you want to go to Hyzant, do you? Care and tell me why, my lord. The sand and sun must make people of different sort there. It would be interesting to meet them. I've long wanted to visit the source. It's the cornerstone of all life in Nerzelia, after all. Stories of miracles performed in the Ministry of Medicine have piqued my interest. Such knowledge could help our soldiers and common folk alike.
You're onto something.
Aye, doubtless we could learn from the minds of the Ministry. Would that we had such gifted healers and mages at our disposal. Might be we could ask them for a book, but I've always been of the mind the best learning is done through doing.
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Alright, what do you have to say? Prince Franny and Minister Paltry are waiting to see our esteemed guest. They said to ask him if you have any questions on the matter. Okay. King Regana expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. Is there anything I can do to be of service? Simply say the word. I'd like to learn more about the holy state of Hyzant. I know they lay claim to the source of salt. I would like to know more about Frederica's home. I hear the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost and the first views on freedom. I should like to hear more about the home of Glenbrook. Are there any problems I should be aware of? I kind of want to hear more about Aesfrost. I would have thought you an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from the very land. But allow me to tell you what I know. Aesfrost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north. and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as the Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustulf, Lady Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Aesfrost's political power, he encourages the people to act freely and promote individuals on the basis of ability rather than blood or social status. I see, that sounds wonderful. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the very ones who caused the war 30 years past. They are an ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still alive and well. Pray forgive me, I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Okay, so talking to these guys over here basically just, it gives you more info. Franny, Lord Wolford, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities. But being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Roland is doing what he can for your kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Roland may be a prince, he's like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in service of the crown. Appreciate your concern for Prince Franny, and hope that you and I can be friends as well, just like our father before us. I'll say that one. A brother, you say? You mean to take my place as that fool's older sibling, then? Of course not. There's no way I could replace you, Prince Franny. But because you are brothers, in truth, it stands to reason that you would bicker like siblings. Excuse me. Perhaps it would be good for the royal family if I were to be a buffer between you two. What a curious man you are to offer to play such a part. Sorry. Do as you please, but I suggest holding tightly to his reins if you do. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Alright. Let's go back to Scales of Conviction, because I got my 3 on my side. Examine. Interpretation phase, and I commence voting. Yes, please.
It is time to cast our votes.
Is it? No.
Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzant? Approach the Scales of Conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
If that is your wish, then so be it. Hyzant's good as Aesfrost.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow.
I changed my mind.
Hyzant has its charms, I admit. Charms I mean to see for myself.
You won me over.
I'm behind you, my lord.
The Scales of Conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Clean slate. I got him.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant.
Do we bring these scales everywhere with us? Can you imagine somebody just carrying this thing? It's like, why do you have that? I gotta bring it. My boss wants me to. It's really big and heavy, but we have to bring it everywhere with us because we can't think for ourselves.
We have
We
decided.
do, but we have to
We
carry
set
this
sail
thing.
for
We
the
can't
holy
just,
state of
like,
Hyzant.
place it. I don't know. We can't make something smaller. Like, does that thing weigh much? Like, I hope that thing doesn't weigh much.
Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
Man. She wanted to come.
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant. Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the Gospel of the Goddess regards them as sinners. Yes, I do.
What if she just wears like a head covering?
But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins. Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Basically, protect my bride.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You're fine.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Whither the river flows, completed. Save your game? Yeah, I mean, that was pretty, like... Whew! That was a lot. That was, we're 23 minutes in. All we did was make one decision.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Nozelia's only supply of salt.
And before this, they were attacked by countless titans. Luckily, the final wall held them off.
Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
Chapter 3, Part 2, A Land of Sand and Sun.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
Shouldn't she at least cover her head? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. But if they have that much hate towards her, wouldn't it be protecting her from this huge population? I'm just trying to protect her. You can't convince an entire population of people and be like, okay, don't hurt her, even though we believe that she's evil. Like, let's just not. Like, how about we just cover her head? It's the sound of a battlefield. It literally looks like I just see battlefield. I'm sorry. Oh, they're praying. I assume either that or they're all trying to use the Force.
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
I mean, that's not a bad question.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality.
Has it?
As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Really? This really? Hold on. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons. No one. No one. You have got to be kidding me. This is the most ridiculous line I've ever seen.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But there's always somebody that wants a bit more. They want a bit more attention, a bit more wealth, a bit more land, a bit more food, a bit more happiness. The people not as much as I really, really want there to be more, there isn't. You know?
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
I'm literally being called from like literally all around America. I've been called from like California, Alabama, Colorado. Everyone's following me
all
from
who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible. Okay, that's what Benedict said. I agree. For at least with sinful people, you know, that's like, I get what he's saying, and yeah, okay.
Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
Baby steps, people. Baby steps.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
Yeah, she understands. Like, all she wanted to do was to see where her mom grew up. And they almost didn't even let her come. So, like, the fact that she's allowed to be there speaks volumes. They're trying, okay? They are legitimately trying.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize.
How many
Let us
times
do
have
what
they
we
said
came
that
here
to
for.
each other? You needn't apologize. You needn't apologize. You needn't apologize. Like, okay, we get it.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
They probably think whatever she said would be blasphemy, so if they treat her as if she doesn't exist, you know, then...
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages.
Wow, that guy's a deep voice.
None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolfort of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regna.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolfort, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolfort and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
Sarah knows all the right words to say.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
I think it's a significant stepping stone towards peace between the three nations. I think it's a valiant endeavor that will fairly profit everyone. I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon. Okay. So, one's trying to pull words out of your butt. One is kind of putting tension everywhere, and one's the peacemaker. That first one, though, it's nice, but you can definitely, yeah, like not everyone is. I hate to say it, but I fear
the
stores.
intentions of the
It's
three
because of the demo,
nations are not
honestly, guys.
aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, is that not a slight to our efforts in this endeavor?
Even so, I will not deny my curiosity. Pray, tell us more.
While we may indeed be working together, our motives differ. There's no disputing that. But we must accept that reality and join hands if we truly wish to enrich our nations.
I see. So you believe in freedom and competition. However, in such a world, only the strong will thrive and the weak will weep.
Even so.
Lord Serenoa, the Holy One wishes for peace and equality across all Norzelia. It is our hope that you will trust in the Holy State's good intentions.
The scariest thing about somebody who's trying to play the good guy is when will they turn evil, you know? You can trust a bad guy to be bad, but a good guy can always turn evil. You know, it's easier to trust that a villain will betray you than that a hero will betray you.
Of course.
Just because you have the word
always
Holy
watches
State
over
on
those
it
who
doesn't mean you're
believe in
good.
her. May you all receive her divine protection.
This guy is in a mic like this, and he says, "May the goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection."
That's how I can imagine that dude just talking.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzanth live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzanth's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzanth's pursuit of life and magic.
So it's like, is there anything else that I'm missing? I have to look at the entire map, because this is where they want me to go. Is where the red is. The green is optional. Franny and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. Okay. Give me the info.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love. I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
It's interesting getting to hear more information when I know what's coming. Once we get to the checkpoint, and I know, wait, or the checkpoint, where the demo ends, then I'll be like, ha! House Wilford is invited to the Ministry of Medicine, though Frederica cannot help but feel less than welcome in their midst. They told her this! They told her she wasn't gonna feel welcome. What do you mean she cannot help but feel less than welcome? They told her that! Even when they entered the friggin' place, like, play back the tape, like, 10 minutes ago. They told her when she entered the holy, like, temple or cathedral or whatever. They said, you're not allowed to speak
basically meaning you don't exist to them. What do you mean she cannot help but feel less than welcome? We knew this. That's like me like going to kick a rock and somebody tells me the rock's hard, it's gonna break your toe, and I kick it anyway, and I'm like, man, that rock was hard, it broke my toe. Really? Like
A Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
Girlie, this is what you signed up for when you came.
What a
I know it's
splendid facility you
unfair,
have here.
but you
Why
knew.
you're
You knew
using
this was
itself
gonna
in the
happen.
medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
What is the experiment? Well, we took 2 potatoes, a zip tie, and 3 Oreos, and we're gonna see how it bakes in the hot sun.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
But you have voice speaking lines.
What was his problem?
I don't know, but he felt like voicing his opinion to 8 other people.
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
How are you faring, Frederica? Better than before, thank you, but I should like to rest in the shade for a spell. But of course, rest as long as you like. I should take a moment to get to know the city. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase, and may be selling rare items you will not find at the prisoner in the encampment. Be wise to speak with any shopkeeper you meet. Okay. These are the sections that are really interesting. I still haven't had much of a chance to do battles. Only done 2 battles the entire time. There are a lot of people. Holy cow. What? There's so many people. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start at the bottom and work our way back up. Because there'll be a lot of people. So we're gonna talk to this guy. Hyzant is a blessed nation where everyone lives in peace. But if you happen to see anyone suspicious, be sure to alert the nearest sentry.
Well, what counts as suspicious? Welcome! How can I be of service today? Visionary, you can buy items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possessions. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them, so remember to equip them in your ally of choosing. This may be accomplished by the unit detail screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. At the Visionary, you can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possession. Okay. Alright, wait, your next is. Oh, yes, I. No! Okay, inventory. Sorry, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, this is neat. Okay, let's trade. Welcome, how can we service you today? Okay, bye. Can I fire stun? Deals fire type magic damage to similar enemy and sets the ground ablaze. Ice type magic damage to a enemy and freezes the ground. Thunderstone deals lightning type magic damage. Effect spreads in water and enemy and spreads fires. Oil drug renders select square flammable. It's not bad. There's a lot of good stuff here. Material required to learn rank 1 abilities. Material required to learn rank 1 abilities. I guess I can buy like 1 of each just to kind of see. We're gonna get that for now. Okay. Let's talk to this person. The source? Sorry, can't say I know much about it. It's a sacred place that a select few are allowed to enter. Could the streets really be that safe in a city that's wealthy? I wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure Father would be happy to know you thought of them. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I saw that and it was bugging me. Have you seen the great big wall around the city? That's called the Goddess's Shield. It protects us and assault from any who would do us harm. Okay. Oh yeah, I docked him. Let's talk to Roland. The Goddess's teachings condemn Roselle to backbreaking labor at the source of atone for their crimes with their forebears. I know it's the way of their nation, and yet it doesn't sit well with me. Pray, take care, Lady Frederica. I doubt this weighs. I have no doubt this weighs heaviest upon her. Okay, I got timber. I'm literally just staring at the screen, looking for anything shiny. Okay. It must be nice having freedom to roam about another nation. Why do you guys not have such freedoms? It's like, is it really free then? You cannot pass through here. Oh, okay. Well, why not? What if I want to? I'll just turn the camera around to see what you're hiding. Patrol around the source is always tight. The source is just ahead. but you have to turn back. Only the proper permission can enter. I must ask you to turn back. So all 4 of these guys are guarding something. The goddess is on our side. Should another war rise, I know she would ensure the Holy State's victory. Okay. And Hyzanth, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, decided by the goddess, so it cannot deny the significance of the results. Oh. The auto jumping is strong with this one. It's like, did you auto jump correctly? No. Well, too bad. Right. From the source of the shield and the throwing city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me most impressed. I can only imagine the people feel the same way, judging by smiles on their faces. One second. Okay. I was like, one second. I'm literally looking at the screen going, okay, is there anything else I'm missing? A lot of people up top, not quite as many at the bottom. Minister Exarm is always thinking of ways to make our home nation even greater. He may be young, but he's still a role model for us. Though it seems he views Minister Sorcery with distaste. I heard that Minister Exarm was in charge of military and diplomatic affairs, but it seems he goes above and beyond for his nation. Can't help but wonder where his aversions to Minister Sorcery turn. Okay. As one of the Saintly Seven, I managed the production and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzanth's finances. I can only imagine I was bestowed with such a venerable position in recognition of my unwavering faith to the goddess. Sorry, I thought I saw the bird above that text box start glowing. Minister Sorcery oversees all Hyzanth's dealings in salt, the foundation of their nation's wealth. It is a crucial job, even among the Saintly Seven. Hyzanth is a wonderful city. Please enjoy your time here to your heart's content. However, I ask that you do not interrupt Minister Sorcery's work. And please stay away from the source. Well, fine then. Feel about it. This is just between you and me, but not everyone is happy with the Hierophant, whatever that means. Though I honestly don't understand why. I already talked to you. Yeah. Everyone in Hyzanth knows the goddess's teachings. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. It is not wealth that drives Hyzanth, but the faith and happiness of her people. We cannot ignore wealth's importance in the equation. How has the Holy State achieved such balance? It seems idealistic to think a nation can be built on faith alone. If the people are left satisfied, will their faith not waver? But what is it that brings people such happiness? I thought the answer different for everyone. I'm kind of split between the last two. Because I like the question, what is it that brings people such happiness? You know, like, why are they, you know, everybody has a different state of happiness. How much happiness? What makes them content? Oh, good. There is no one who is free to desire. If those desires are not met, it is only natural that people will become dissatisfied, no? What is it Hyzanth is doing to address such dissatisfaction? We needn't do anything. You need only take a look around to see. There are no needs or desires left unmet here. I know that Aesfrost and Glenbrook still struggle with poverty and corruption. But here in Hyzanth, things are different. The goddess leaves none of her followers wanting. It's like, you want something? It kills you. It's like, I see. Thank you, Minister. Do the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb? Could be. You learned about the Saintly Seven of Hyzanth. Okay, Frederick. I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain, yet I cannot help but worry for my people.
The sins they atone for are not of their own. Well, can I help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them? This has less to do with the goddess's teachings than it does producing salt. It makes me wonder why the citizens do not labor at the source. I find it difficult to understand why, in a nation that touts equality, the Roselle must suffer such discrimination. I mean, the way I kind of look at it, because, you know, I'm trying to kind of understand. It's like, if these people believe in, if they tout equality, you know, right, in order for a group of people to be equal, there's almost got to be somebody who's not, if that makes any sense. Not that it will. How do I put this? I'm trying to understand it from their point of view. I'm trying to look at it from their point of view. I'm trying to get into their mind, because like they all see each other, like those in the city see each other equally, right? And they view outsiders as the sinners, like they're the ones that are equal, they're important. They've made everyone else the enemy, like the Rosellians. Like they've made Roselle enemies because, well, we're equal and you're not. You know, it's easier to make themselves higher and mightier in such a way. I don't find it difficult. You know, oh, that one. I was fortunate to be born outside the reaches of the goddess's teachings. Even the torment I endured at Thalos and Erika's hands was nothing compared to the life in those in the Source Lead. Everyone has the right to follow whatever creed they believe, but as someone who also has Rosellian blood in her veins, I find it vexing, to say the least. That's fine. Do you wish to enter the Ministry of Medicine? Hold on. No. I want to talk to him first. So you take your time looking around. Okay. Yeah, I actually do kind of want to visit. Yes. Ooh, I can talk to more people. And I can go in the water. Okay, cool. I'm so glad I went in here. Because there's more. Can I go in here? It's locked. There are ahead off limits. Only those permission may enter. Okay. This is areas off limits. There are more delicate matters being researched up ahead. As such, I'll have to ask you to turn back. Researchers immerse themselves in whatever the goddess bids them to study. Devoting our time to this study is what brings us greatest joy. The goddess's teachings unite the people. They are what governs this nation. Perhaps there's something to be learned in all of this. It's money. It's our honor to help the sick and injured. The study of life fascinates me so. We may even unlock the secret of immortality someday. Ha 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 ha. This is as far as you go. Only those with the goddess mission can enter. Researchers are highly respected in Hyzant's ministry as a symbol of our nation's knowledge and a source of the people's pride. Okay, so there's... So, if you look at it this way, it's... The wall, it kind of reminds me of like the sim walls, honestly, where it's just like you can look in but still see if you look at it just right. The ministry's research to help save lives, and I'm proud to be a part of that. Alright, I talked to Benedict. We're gonna talk to that guy last. The goddess saves all who believe in her. We research so that we may aid her to that end. Do you wish to leave the Ministry of Medicine? No. Okay. They claim their city is peaceful, but there are soldiers aplenty in the streets of Ministry. It really makes me wonder. An inspiration, yeah. I had best regroup with the others. We talked to everybody. At least everybody that let me talk to.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir, thanks to Lady Frederica.
It is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Thank you, indeed, Frederica.
He just takes it. He's not like, hey. It's like, yeah. It's like he just either he's ignoring it or it's true.
It was my pleasure.
That's making her happy.
Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Sima?
No. Even now, Lord Simone commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I understand. Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger, for the young lord's sake as well.
They might be able to use the father's bargaining chip. That father, though, from what I've seen of him, he would rather die than be used as a bargaining chip. Like, he's trying to let his son lead. And in order to let his son lead, he needs to step back. And he's realized the reason he has to step back is because of his health. He is not going to let himself be used as a bargaining chip. He would rather die.
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
I shall investigate.
Oh, okay. Hold on, quickly. Alright. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. Alright. Recommend. I didn't recommend them before. Scream resounds in the Ministry of Medicine. House will arise on the scene shortly after to see. Or shortly after to see?
Anna, what happened?
But we don't know.
Some researchers at the Ministry ran off with its secrets.
To think my ministry was infiltrated by unbelievers.
Unbelievers?
Heathens who reject the goddess's teachings.
At their head is a researcher named Plinius, who escaped with some of our most valuable findings. You must retrieve these documents for us, Exham.
Consider it done. They could be anywhere in town by now. I will need all the eyes I can get on the lookout.
This music. Whoever that trumpet was like, okay, trumpets, this is your time to shine.
I must remain here at the Ministry. Their spies may still be among us.
Minister Exham, we would be happy to be of service.
We are in your debt, Lord Cyrano.
The men we pursue are researchers, proficient in the arcane arts. The insight of one versed in their ways would be invaluable to us.
Take Corentin with you. He is one of my most talented researchers. Corentin, you are to go with House Wolfort and help them retrieve our research from Plinius.
Hey, we got his name.
As you wish, Minister.
Profile. Oh. I was hoping he didn't look like that. Okay, cool.
All right, my friends. The pursuit begins.
Certain maneuvers will award you kudos and which can be traded for valuable items in the Kamet Sundry Shop. The Sundry Shop. Okay. Okay. None of the units may deploy in battle. Units of threshold. Wait. Okay.
At your service.
Oh boy. So we got a lot of mages. Good lord. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My 8. Okay, unit placement. Let's go back to that. So this guy is gonna move on his own. I guess this is fine. I'm hoping this is fine. Begin battle, yeah. I'm hoping. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't have the tank with me, but I don't know how close they're gonna be fighting from a distance.
Plinius, give yourself up. There is no escape for heathens like yourself. Even attempting to steal our nation's secrets is a grave crime. One I know you have...
This research is my life's work. I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. What is so wrong with treating it as my own?
Plinius.
Oops, no, go back. Okay, even attempting to see the nation's secret grave crime. One, I know you've not forgotten. The research of my life's work. I've poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. What is so wrong with treating it as my own? Plenty of such untamed passion for knowledge cannot hope to survive.
I had heard that Hyzant was a land without strife. It would seem that was too good to be true.
We mustn't allow Plinius and his lackeys to get away. After them!
You can enter the simulation mode by pressing the A button on a unit other than yourself. This allows you to test the consequences of various actions on selected unit without actually performing them. What?
Your orders?
Does that mean like one of these units? I'd like to see at least where they come from. Roland, you can be down here.
You leave me with no recourse.
So we just kill him, we win. Alright, over here. You need to be on top of everything. Does he just need to escape?
I must keep fighting.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it? Put you here, just so I'm at least above everything.
let us pry out their weakness.
Stand behind your lord. Okay.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Alright, we're going over here just a little bit more forward. Okay, he's gonna take the heat, which is great. I'm gonna let her, well, yeah, you can stay here because I don't think there's anything they can do. So, well, never mind. Apparently that guy can just suck it. Icy breath, frosty feathers. Tome of ice. Yeah. Boosh.
Very effective.
Yo, suck. Casting an ice attack on a freezable square will freeze it, though there are exceptions to this rule. Squares that are frozen reduce the mobility of actual units standing on them. Frozen ice can be melted by fire attacks, so there are exceptions. Okay.
My turn.
Yeah, throw poison at him. Woo! Throw more poison at him. Just keep throwing poison. He's poisoned. Yeah, he leveled up. Alright. Double thrust.
Brace yourself.
Boosh. Ah. Ah. Oh man, they all hit him. That's gonna suck.
Time to take flight.
Fly like
Very
an
well, then.
eagle.
So where shall we strike?
Delay its turn. Yes, please.
I'll make this quick.
Bam! Would you stop freaking hitting her? Oh, you're hitting all three of them. But still! Puddles will form when it rains. Ice attack set ablaze. Faking lightning attacks. Okay.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Wall work raises an ally's physical defense and magic defense for 3 turns. Oh my gosh! Grace! Benedict! Okay. Ah, you think that will save him? Frick you!
You are not worthy of my time.
Yes! Kill him! Alright, good, good, good. Make haste, great.
Cool heads shall prevail.
If I go here, right? No. Cure wounds!
Thank you.
Alright, great. She leveled up.
As I move forward.
For those in need, okay.
Let me show you what I've learned.
She might need to take a step back because all that's happening. The moment. Oh, he's resistant. She can't do anything. Okay, you don't need to. You can go back. If you're just gonna sit there, just turn back. You're fine. Frick you!
Most interesting.
Ouch.
Time to work.
Okay. that guy. Bam! As long as I have Roland here, maybe he might be able to help. Hit him. Yeah! Alright. Bam! Okay, cool. We got him. Turn around. Alright.
You will regret ridiculing me. The price for such insolence is your life.
Well, the price for your insolence is you get to eat an apple.
Freeze!
Benedict!
It's not over yet.
So that guy's third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, so... Okay, 13th is that dude. Okay.
I'll try this.
Let's recover his own health.
This battle is ours.
You can
From this
flip
range.
and die, sucker. I hate your face. She's fine. Benedict. Hit him.
On your guard.
I
struck true.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't kill him. No. Okay, well he should be dead. He should be dead by that guy. So we're gonna pretend. There you go. Yeah. All right. Cool. These guys are running for their lives. Okay, yeah, you got it. You gotta sit in the back, my man.
A brief respite.
Yeah, raise his defense and everything else. That's fine. Great. Benedict, good job. Frederica. I need you to like... Yeah, can you kill that guy? That guy is the guy I want you to kill. That guy sucks!
With the powers in me.
Boy! That's right. Well, I hate those guys. Didn't she learn something? Alright. Heal. There you go. Frederica's been healed. We earned some experience. Stop curing their wounds! You think you're so cool? You're not.
So, it falls to me.
Alright, end turn. Just face that direction. Alright, we got spoils. Alright, throw poison at this guy. This guy sucks! He's in poison. Oh, I can't poison that guy. Dang it. Okay, well you can at least be daggered.
Allow me.
Yeah! Alright, you probably won't hurt me, so, I mean, you might. I don't know.
My turn.
Double thrust that guy.
Strikes true.
There you go. We're gonna face
Here I
this
come.
direction. You can sit here and shoot this twerp. with an arrow. Oh, we can shoot with. I can shoot that guy. I'm gonna shoot that guy. Why can't I? His arrow is in the way. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Can I fly here? I mean, she can, and she'll be able to hit everyone, but she'll also be really easy to die, so... Shoot that guy right there. That guy needs to die. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, you can stay here for now, because if you go anywhere else, they will kill you.
Very well, then. Take this!
Uh-huh. Ah!
From where shall we strike?
It's like, hey guys, I'm coming! Coming from over here.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, hit him! Yeah! Roland finished him off! And he leveled up! Roland learned Rush! Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, he might die. Oh, she lived! Oh, crap! Okay, that one. It's like that. Go! Alright, so I'm gonna throw her forward a lot. Alright.
I fight for peace.
Frederica! Alright. I don't think you can do anything. I don't think you can. You can go really far, but like there's nobody within sight, sweetheart. So you're gonna stay right here. You can cure. Sadly, you cannot cure the person's wounds. You can cure her wounds though. Cure. Yeah, fully for those in need. Oh my gosh, it's so much. Okay, yeah, go behind him. You can do a lot from really far away. Yeah, she's dead, isn't she? Well, I was hoping she wouldn't. I thought if I had one more turn, I would have nailed it, but that is so many people. Okay, is this okay? That's like that is honestly really far ahead of everyone. But I'm gonna be throwing everybody at that way soon enough, and I just put a defense thingy on. So Rebel Healer, fly over here. Yeah. Okay.
My turn.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, you're gonna die. Yeah. All right.
From where shall we strike?
Oh, I can go over here. I can't. Oh, but I want to move there. Well, fine. Well, fine. You may attack my bird, but my bird has increased defense.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, everyone's coming at him. Yeah.
I fight for peace.
All right, Frederica, you might have to come down. You might have to. That's fine.
This is troubling.
There you go, Benedict. Yeah! Raging beast. Okay.
Where was I?
Resistant and weak, with the weak ones over there. There's no point in hitting him. Okay, enter. It's like,
I'll do what I can.
if I get too close though, they're all gonna hit her. Cure wounds.
I appreciate it.
They're like trying to heal each other as if that's gonna help you. Oh, he got poisoned. Curing himself.
For victory.
You're leaving your own dude open.
You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, that's right.
By her grace.
The hunt is on.
Frick, all of you. What? Fine, shoot that guy.
Then where shall we strike?
There you go. Bam! That's
Show
right.
you what I've learned.
Yeah, Frederica. Burn him to the ground.
Heed my call.
Boosh!
We will make.
Yeah, she leveled up. Alright.
Shall we begin?
Boom!
What have we here?
Yeah, rolling! They're gonna try to probably heal him. My guess, he's blind.
Research.
Okay, go up here. Get out of here! Leave me be!
You understand, don't you, Corentin? You must let me go.
As a fellow researcher, I understand your plight. Even so, I cannot condone this.
Victory is not yet out of reach. I have your back.
I'll give that to him because I gave him some help. Give him some attack boost.
For the future.
And that'll help Benedict be. He'll be fine where he is. He doesn't need to go forward anymore. She can be over here and cure his wounds. That way Benedict can come a little bit closer. Doesn't have to worry about that.
I see. So Ice heeds your call.
Haven't we met before? What is your name?
Oh wow, they got a little cool dialogue.
I'm no one of note, I'm afraid. You must have me mistaken for someone else.
I won't give up. Take this.
Oh, I figured they'd heal him. They're not healing him at all. I thought they would.
Time to take flight.
That guy can die. Way over there. Just be fine.
Charge.
You got it, Roland. Bam!
I see your every.
Yeah! He didn't die.
Situation is great.
Serenoa, use your long sword to deal the last bit of damage.
Here. My goddess. I'm not your pawn. I am merely...
To lead, I must throw.
We've achieved victory. That could have been a lot harder if Polonius's minions, like he still had 2 healers on his team and 2 magic wielders behind them. In all honesty, if he had focused his healers into healing him and then his magic dealers into doing area of attacks, it would have been a lot harder because I only have 1 healer. So it would have been really scary.
What did you hope to do with our secrets? Sell them for riches?
No. We wished only for freedom in our research. Knowing we would be granted no such liberty here, we were left with no choice.
I see. You rebel against her teachings, as I suspected. Take them away. You have our gratitude, Lord Serenoa. We could not have apprehended the heretics without you.
What will happen to them now?
They will be punished for their wrongdoings, of course. Defying the goddess's teachings is the most grave crime one can commit in Hyzant.
I see now.
What does that entail?
Equality here stems from their thorough elimination of heretics.
You did well, Corentin. For your efforts, you deserve a reward.
If you insist, I do have a request. I would like permission to embark on a journey. I wish to learn more about the medicines of other lands.
Greater knowledge of medicine would prove useful in our studies of life. I will consider it.
We will take our leave here.
Master Corentin, thank you for your help today.
There's something I would speak with you about. Do you have a moment? This place is too conspicuous. Let us talk elsewhere.
About what, I might wonder?
You wish to leave Hyzant?
Yes. I wish to study magic, not medicine.
But just before, you spoke of wanting to observe medical treatment in other nations.
Merely a pretense to gain permission to leave. We cannot research freely in Hyzant. We are simply tasked with fulfilling our designated roles. Furthermore, no matter how revolutionary our discoveries may be, the world at large will never know them.
You mean to say you tire of Hyzant's secrecy?
You're not much different than those so-called heretics, then. Could it be you feel some connection with them?
To tell the truth, I was well aware of Plinius' plan. But I was a coward. One who could neither stop nor join them. And because of it, I ended up capturing those with whom I sympathized. I wish never to feel this way again.
And thus you mean to leave the Holy State entirely?
Yes. I have no intention of returning to the Ministry. Which is why I must ask if you would allow me to journey with you, as a member of House Wolffort.
My lord, while he may be a unique character, he undoubtedly possesses a great understanding of the arcane.
There is
Like
one
somebody's
thing I must
walking.
know. Would you be troubled traveling alongside my betrothed, knowing her heritage?
That is a very good question. Yeah, I would not have thought about that. That is a good question.
Not at all. I'm abandoning Hyzant, and the goddess's teachings with it. On the contrary, Lady Frederica's magic fascinates me. I would love to learn more about it.
She's like, okay.
Very well then. Welcome to our ranks, Corentin.
Cool.
Pursue your studies to your heart's content. I only ask that you put them to use on House Wolffort's behalf.
Of course. You have my thanks, Lord Serenoa.
Freezes the field and so it's math magic. Yeah. Their duty fulfilled, Serena and House Wolffort. A bid farewell to the holy state of Hyzant. So something tells me that we are going to be... Ooh! At Ironstone, a captain report reaches the ears of the Archduke. This is why I always check. Always check.
Thalos, how does Dragan fare? As blustery and boastful as ever, brother. He is simply beside himself that his contributions to the mine have been recognized.
So he has achieved a measure of success. Perhaps I underestimated him.
What concern is he of ours? He is Farag's son and of thinner blood.
We are not Glenbrook or Hyzant, Thalos. In Esfrost, a man is judged for his deeds, not his pedigree.
And yet you have appointed me Prime Minister, have you not?
I have given you an opportunity, brother. Do not be mistaken. If you wish to keep your position, prove to me you are deserving of it.
Understood, brother mine.
Dear brother, do with Thalos as you please, but I bid you be wary of Dragan and Svarog. I've reason to believe they've designs on higher seats.
If they mean to overthrow me, then let them try. I shall relish the opportunity to crush them.
Fascinating. Truly fascinating. It's interesting, I guess it is. Okay, anything else that I may or may not be missing? That line of dialogue is there. Yeah. Cool.
It's time we head home. You aren't forgetting anything, are you, my lord?
No.
Eredor, I told you. I'm not a child anymore.
I'm sorry, my lord. Whenever I see your face, I can't help but think of the lad I once knew.
It's great to say in front of your betrothed.
Can you not lower your voice? You'll disturb the whole city at this rate.
Sorry.
House Wolford certainly is lively.
Being
Indeed.
nice.
I've never seen such a big, happy family.
I'm glad they allowed you to travel with us.
As am I. I intend to revolutionize the world with my research.
Very well and good, but we also have a wedding to prepare for. Busy times lie ahead, Frederica.
Yes.
Let us make it a grand wedding. Huette, prepare an extravagant gift worthy of my best friend.
Hey!
Yes, Your Highness.
Just buys him like a dead frog.
It seems I'm just in time. I came to thank you and see you off on behalf of the Holy One.
We are the ones who should thank you. Glenbrook and House Wolford shall not forget your kindness.
I'm happy to have seen Hyzant with my own eyes. Till we meet again.
Prince Roland, Lord Serenua, the future of Norzelia is in the hands of the young, those like ourselves. I much look forward to our next meeting.
We have heard much about how all in Hyzant are blessed by the goddess's teachings. And yet, they told us almost nothing of the Roselle. What sort of lives do they live here? What sort of life did Mother lead?
All good questions.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
My glove, it only has 4 holes for fingers, and I have 5 fingers.
Forgive me. I was merely lost in thought.
Thoughts of the Roselle, I presume.
No, lost in my glove, I just told you.
Yes. I wondered what effect it might have on your relations with Hyzant, now that we are to wed.
Right now,
Oops.
our 3 nations work together, but none can...
So I wonder what might affect any relations with Hyzant now that we are to wed. Okay.
Can say what the future holds. Whatever may occur, know that you will not have to bear it alone. It will be a burden for all of House Wolford to bear, together.
Thank you, Serenoa.
This looks like to be a good wedding. Land of Sand and Sun completed. Yeah.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolford domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whitehome in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolford, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica.
Aww.
Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzellian mines.
Chapter 4, A New Dawn.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
You just stab him.
What the? It couldn't be.
It's Mew! It's like, ta-da!
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well...
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it. Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them, to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
I bet she'll look really pretty. In, like, 32-bit form. Okay. On. I have to. You never know. Alright. Serenoi visits the Rosellian village in his Demise for the first time in hopes that they will make his betrothed's wedding dress. Probably be the last thing we go visit tonight. We're nearing the end of my live streaming time, so.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica. My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolford.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though, even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
I would love to personally see like the real life dress, like a little.
On that subject,
so
I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war and found her way to Esfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
No, you just look at it and take the measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Yeah. Perhaps I'll have a look around the village and get to know its people while they're taking her measurements. I love to think that like she's just taking a really long time. Where is it? There it is. HP hair repel. I'm looking around at the moment to see like, okay, what's shiny? Anything shiny? Okay, we're gonna start down here and then we're gonna go that way. Okay, your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. We don't get many visitors to our fair village. We came to this land in the midst of the Salt Iron War, desperate to escape Hyzant's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. pray the day comes when you no longer require protection and are free to live your lives unfiltered. I intend to honor that. Let's work together and make this land a prosperous one for your people. Cannot thank you enough for those kind words. May they be a beacon of hope for the generations to come. We will do all our powers to make it so. Father granted the Roselle Asylum on our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzant, they are now as much a part of the Wolfort Demens as anyone else. Okay. Lord Simon offered us his protection without a word about our origins or our troubled history. His generosity is boundless, and I fear we shall never be able to repay it. Instead, I simply pray that our village remains protected. I bear a great responsibility to his people. It falls to me to keep their land free from harm, no matter what the cost. Take a big responsibility on it, of course. Okay. I pray today's hunt goes well. I'd love to fetch a fine pelt for House Wolfort. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. I love just hopping from place to place. So I did these three people, I did that guy. Do her. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the roof and playing lookouts. Okay. This person over here is where I want to talk to, eh? Though we may be under... Why are the words shaking? Though we may not be under House Wolfort's protection, we dare not leave the village. The goddess is faithful will haul us straight back to the source of the catch sight of us. Okay, that time wasn't shaking. The other time, the text box was like shaking. It was just like, ah! We'll be here a little longer, taking Lady Frederica's measurements. Please have a look around the village. Meanwhile, okay. We'll talk to. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. We'll go up here first. We've made our home here in the valley of in the hopes we'd be undiscovered. Use the lay of the land to our advantage, like. Well, they learned how it works. Good for them. It's no fun staying in the village all the time. I'll go play somewhere else. Mother gets mad if I go too far. You will venture further afield when you're older. And when that day comes, I'll show you both around the Demens and myself. But there may be plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took up hunting or fishing. It's because you're precious to her. You'll do well to heed her words. But I don't want to be in this village forever. Don't despair, my child. You'll be able to leave this village soon enough, and your mother with you. If you say so, it'd be nice to go on a trip with her once it's safe. Like, you know, your mom's just scared. She probably went through a lot. You know, must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain peace we've enjoyed on these lands. She's like in her 40s. She's probably a child when she remembered all of it. Is that a cat? Oh, okay. I've talked to everyone. Surely this is they finished telling the mission by now. It only took like 3 minutes. Surely they're done. Meanwhile,
do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play.
Roland, I don't know what you got yourself into, bud.
You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
Well, he's like, well then, if you're gonna do that, I'll point it in this direction.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring rather, Lord Wolford? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Esfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
They're just
Concerning
nervous because
words,
our
Your
house is
Highness.
strong.
House Wolford must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland just values Serenoa as a friend. Like, they're very good friends. And so it's kind of like he's frustrated that his father doesn't trust them as much. But, understandably, I understand why the father doesn't completely. He can't. In order to protect his kingdom, he can't trust fully 100%. He has to be a little bit suspicious. The moment you're completely
Bring these tidings
complacent
to
is
Gustadolf at
when you might be
once.
backstabbed. Bring these tidings to Gustav at once.
Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you.
All four of you.
What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither father nor Gustadolf ever could.
What did we find? Or what did he find?
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
Oh, good. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay. As much as I would love to continue to see how the story goes and help maybe do that in my own time. If I feel like, I just want to say, if I feel like keep going forward on my own time, I'll go forward my own time. It's just been lucky that I've been able to show my steady progress on the live streams. But if I feel like going forward, I might. But I'm gonna end the live stream here, so let me see if I can't. System save. That's where we'll start it next time. That's all. I'll start it. Okay. Yeah. I gotta say, that was a lot. Considering it's like we pretty much for this live stream, we chose we chose to go to Hyzant to visit the Holy City. We learned a lot about the Holy City and the people that were there. We haven't got into a battle. And then we learned what's happening in Glenbrook and Aesfrost, that there was something important happening in the mines, and the guy who figured it out is a little bit too big for his britches. And apparently we are about to have a wedding. So all this is happening at once. You can definitely tell that, like, there's stuff converging on each other. So the forces are converging. Chapter 4 appears to be the point of, like, I can feel the tension. Like, the tension is rising, building, so to speak. So, yeah. Thank you, Lord, for this stream happening, first off. For my Twitch crowd, anybody who joined, anybody who watched, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it if you dropped in at any point in time. For my YouTube crowd, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, it all really happens. And I'll see you guys with whatever game I play next week. So, I've been doing these on like a weekly schedule. I like that. It's really nice. So, I'll see you guys later. So, bye!